Good morning, guys. Today is Teach Day. So I wanted to share with you something that I learned on a podcast the other day. It was actually quite an aha moment for me. So I thought I'd share it with you. And it was all about how do we go about creating change in our lives and really changing our identity. In my life, looking back, I have created change on two significant occasions. Once when I came to Australia from Macedonia at the age of 14. Took me a couple of years, and nowadays in my business, basically moving from being an employee into a full-time business owner and having a partner and a husband as part of that business. So what this podcast was teaching me was about the identity ladder and how we can go about changing that our identity, which is ultimately what happens when change occurs. So what this guy said was it actually takes 10% of our life to completely change our lives. So if you're 30 years old, it'll take you 3 years to create your change. If you're 80 years old, it'll take 8 years. So I look back at my life, and when I was obviously 14 and I came to Australia, it took me about a couple of years to change it. So, that's pretty accurate. And I can say that within my life now, it has taken me exactly 3 and a bit years. I'm at that point right now, and I can't really even remember what my life was like being an employee. So 10% of your life it takes to completely change it around. And how do you go about creating that change? Well, first of all, you start off by changing your experiences. So what I did, and I can only talk from personal experience, is when I started creating that change, is I started reading more books, enrolled in a course, I was listening to lots of webinars, going to seminars, really stopped watching TV. So I changed my experiences as the first step of the ladder. What happened with time and obviously putting myself out there, I started changing my beliefs. Okay, so what I thought was possible or impossible before was now completely different. So I used to earn $25 per hour in my day job, and nowadays I charge $400 an hour within my business. Back then I would have thought, who would ever pay me that kind of amount of money? And I thought it was impossible to get to that point. However, with these changes and new experiences and really doing things out of my comfort zone, I started building new beliefs. So that was the next step of the identity ladder. And then the next step is that your values start to change. So values are things we want to experience on a daily basis. Back when 3 years ago, when I think the things I valued most were family time. Perhaps I did value watching TV and chilling out. Whereas nowadays I very much value reading books, really immersing myself and going out there and mixing with people of like-minded mindsets, really business people. So one of my top values is educating myself and others, thus doing this video, and also very much business and personal development. So my values have completely changed. And guess what happens? Then the next step is that your identity is completely changed. So when you're about to create change, picture yourself. You are a freight train going so fast, going forward. And in order to create change and turn that in a different direction, you first must slow down. Okay, slow down, work out what is it that you want to do, start changing your experiences, which will bring about new beliefs, which will build on new values, and therefore you will have a new you. So I trust this has been a valuable little teaching exercise for you. And remember, see how old you are and calculate 10% of that time, because that is how long it will take you to bring about complete change in your life. Have a fantastic week. Bye.